Have you ever had a woman greet you differently than she does others, and you found yourself wondering if it meant something more? Often, the signs are right in front of us, but we just don't know how to read them. What might seem like simple politeness could actually be filled with hidden meaning. In this video, we're going to break down that mystery, how to tell if a woman is genuinely attracted to you, just by the way she says hello. Over the years, many people have searched for answers to this same question. Because when we like someone, we naturally want to know if the feeling is mutual. We look for obvious clues, something clear that says, yes, you're on the right track. But in real life, it's rarely that simple. Emotions are complicated, and women in particular often communicate more through subtle actions than through words. That's why today I'll walk you through 4 clear signs that might indicate she's into you. I'll explain each one step by step so you can recognize them without any confusion. But before we dive in, here's a quick tip: don't analyze each gesture in isolation. Sometimes, a gesture might just be out of habit or good manners. What really matters is the bigger picture, how she behaves with you compared to others, and the context in which it happens. That contrast is what gives you the clearest clue. Let's begin with the first sign: what happens before the actual greeting, what I like to call the pre-greeting moment. It may seem insignificant, but those few seconds can reveal a lot. Picture yourself walking into a room, an office, a gym, or a social event, and she sees you arrive. Watch how she reacts. Does she slightly raise her eyebrows? Does she smile naturally? Does her energy shift the moment she sees you? That's the pre-greeting. The quick lift of the eyebrows is a subconscious response often triggered by genuine happiness to see someone. A spontaneous smile or even a slight lean in your direction says a lot. If she's more reserved, the signals might be more subtle. Maybe she softens her expression or quickly looks away, trying to hide her excitement. Now for the second sign: a real, authentic smile. There's a huge difference between a polite smile and one that comes from true joy. A genuine smile lights up the whole face, especially around the eyes. You'll notice tiny lines or wrinkles forming around her eyes, known as the Duchenne smile. It's one of the most studied indicators in nonverbal psychology and one of the hardest things to fake. If every time she sees you, she smiles that way, no matter how her day has been, no matter who's around, it means your presence genuinely lifts her mood. And that kind of smile usually comes with attraction. The third sign requires sharper observation: how she greets you physically. But this isn't just about whether there's physical contact, it's how it happens. In many cultures, greetings like cheek kisses, handshakes, or hugs are common. But when attraction is involved, those gestures tend to carry a different energy. Maybe she leans in closer, the contact lasts slightly longer than usual, or there's a soft, subtle touch that feels intentional. Her tone of voice might also shift, warmer, gentler, maybe even playful. These little nuances are incredibly telling. Especially if she doesn't greet others the same way, that contrast speaks volumes. And finally, the fourth sign: eye contact. This is without a doubt one of the strongest indicators. Eye contact is a direct and often emotional form of communication. If she holds your gaze longer than usual or looks into your eyes while speaking, and especially when she's not speaking, it's a sign of emotional openness. Try this next time you talk. Mentally measure how long she maintains eye contact. If she doesn't look away quickly, or looks at you with a relaxed or curious expression, that's a strong signal. Long, unbroken eye contact tends to feel awkward when there's no connection, but if it feels natural, there's likely some silent attraction happening. So, let's recap. First, the pre-greeting moment, that initial reaction before any words are exchanged. Second, the genuine smile that reflects true emotion. Third, the way she physically greets you, with small, personal touches just for you. And fourth, the eye contact, that powerful, unspoken link that says more than 1,000 words. If you notice one or more of these signs in the way she greets you, don't brush it off. She might be subtly trying to show you how she feels. And if you spot all 4, that's your cue to act wisely, respectfully, and confidently. You might just be looking at a real opportunity. Of course, these aren't magic formulas or absolute guarantees. Everyone is different and context always matters. But one thing is true: when a woman is interested, her body language, energy, and behavior toward you will shift. You just have to be present enough to catch the signals that words don't always express. I hope this insight helped you see things from a clearer perspective, and maybe notice what's been in front of you all along. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and drop a comment if you've ever noticed any of these signs from someone. Your story might be really helpful for others. And remember, sometimes a simple hello is just the beginning of something bigger. See you in the next video.